Happy New Year, Divergence traders. Today is January 1, 2025. Very weird to say those numbers of the year. It's like we're in some futuristic time warp. And here we are in 2025. So at the end of the day, yesterday, it was a full day trading yesterday, and the markets were hopping and a bopping. And anyway, I saw some very, very good, prominent setups on the 1 minute time frame. So I just wanted to share those with you. Why not, eh? What do you have better to do today than be hungover and go, I don't feel good. Water. Give me some water. Well, that's how I used to feel, but today I don't drink. I don't drink any more booze. I can't drink. I'll get very sick. So I gotta have problems with my liver, right? If you get really sick. Remember your first drinks and how sick you got, puking all over the place? I remember. I think I was 12 years old or something, drinking freaking beer, and I puked it up. I'm sure just like most people. You know why we puke it up when we first start drinking? And even afterwards, for some people, it's because it's poison. The goddamn, the alcohol is poison. That's why. Okay, let's look at some setups now. Hopefully you're all okay and you're going to feel better. If you were really smart, you didn't drink at all. Okay, here we go. What do we have here? We'll start with this one. I think I already showed them yesterday here. Higher highs. Okay. We'll start here. We had higher highs. And looky there. It matches up with the mountains here. Okay, see what it's sold right in there. Just thought I'd do some more setups for you guys to learn from, because there's nothing better than learning, right? Right. Now, you see this here? We have a low and a lower low right there like that, right? And then this right here, right there. Is that pointing down? Yeah, this one needs to go up. This one needs to go down. We buy in here. Buy right in here. This is the 1 minute time frame, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So instead of sitting in a trade and dreaming and la-di-daing, saying, "Oh, it's gonna go more, it's gonna go more." I know it is. My bias is whatever today. Can you see how your bias doesn't mean anything in here? You see how it's changing direction all the time. See? And it's not like as if you can, well, you can to a certain point. Buy and hold or sell and hold and wishing it was going to keep going. But there's lots of turns in the market. And that's why it's so hard to be, I think I'm going to be bullish today. You know what I mean? You got to be bullish right here and right now and do the trade. And when it changes, you got to be ready to get out if you haven't already got out, taking your profit. You see what I mean? You guys see. So anyway, then we had this isn't divergent here actually, but you see how at the very end of this little micro trend here, even though that's 100 points, over 100 points from here to here, okay? Because we have some nice moves in today's price movement environment. So anyway, there was no divergence in here. However, you could have oh yeah, I'm gonna start coughing now. Okay, just had some aqua, I'm okay now. But you see the little lower close, buy it, up it goes, see that? You see it. And then with this big candle down, that's what I was pointing out to you before I changed saying what I was saying. It seems like on the very end of a little move, they're always ramming it the other way. So right here, this is where they slammed it down, came back up, slammed it down. They like doing that. They really catch people with their pants down when they do these things. Sorry about that. So, and we started coming down. We have one more setup right here. He would have sold it here, and down it goes. And you would have made profit from it. When the market's coming up, we're looking for a sell, okay? When the market is going down, we're looking for a buy trade. Counter trend trading here, okay? Okay, I had to stop the video there for a few seconds. I think I'm okay now. Okay, so we had higher highs, sell it, we would have made money there. We had lower lows, and this one, pretty sure it was divergent, maybe not. Still, we had a cross up. We had a cross up, right? When the white line, number 5, crossed up above the 7, we would have had a nice trade. We had a lower close, buy it right here, and up it goes, okay? And down she comes, okay? Because it was a hidden divergence, you would have made money in there. And now we're looking for a buy trade because we just did a sell trade down here. So now we're looking for counter trend, as they say. Okay, so we had low and a lower low, and it's divergent on the OSMA, and we're waiting for the 5 to cross up. But not are we only looking for the 5 to cross up, we're looking for the gap, my magic gap, which is the separation from the 7 and the 5. And the 7 displacement 1. Okay? Okay. So now we're going to go into the afternoon. And I'll show you how this worked out this late afternoon yesterday. So there was the buy trade. It's a little weird, but it still worked out. They're trying to trick people, you see. Me too. I was right here. I was sitting here and I was humming and I'm humming and I'm going, I can't buy this. You know, it looks like it wants to go through here and go up. That's what I was saying to myself, and I'm going, And then they smacked it down with this big red candle. So that's what told me the story. The story that, oh, you can only sell now, Jason, because the 5 is below. Over here, the 5 was above the 7. See, right in here? You see it. I know you guys do. So you wouldn't have bought here. Instead, you'd wait for it to prove itself to go up through here and make a retracement back to the 350 level. Then you could, say, okay, we're going to go up now to the 400 level, right? But we didn't do that. We failed. It failed to make a higher high. So it came down and that told us, hey, look for a sell trade. Sure enough, if you would have sold right here, down it went. And on the way, it also had higher close, sell it, down it goes. Higher close, sell it right there, and down it goes. And that's it. And then we kept coming down, right down into here. So this kind of, we can tweak it a little bit, huh, guys and gals? Yeah. Remember, this is the 1 minute time frame. See that 1 minute? It popped up there. Don't forget, we're looking at the 1 minute, okay? The market has moved so much lately that it's best you trade the 1 minute. That's where you're going to see the setups like I'm finding them right now, okay? So if you trade the 5 minute or the 2 minute, it's way too slow. And by the time you get in the trade, it's gone. It's like half gone. It's like the train just came through here and it's left now. And it's went down the track, 50 miles. And your destination's 100 miles. You're going to get in too late. And if you get in too late, you're going to freak out because it might go against you. And then you'll go, shit, damn, I should have got in right here and not up here. See? Instead of getting in up here after 2 big candles, a lot of people, I'll tell you what they do. I do it myself too, but I try not to do it anymore, is we all want to be for sure to go long, right? So instead of getting in at the right place, which is down here, we get in up here somewhere. Why do we do that? Because we fear that we're going to get in and it's going to go the wrong way on us. So we wait a little bit of time that goes by to prove. See, these 2 big candles here, they prove to you and me that we're probably going to go up. So we get in up here when we really should have got in down here when the train first left the train station. You see what I'm saying? So you got to try and, find your right time of entry. And if you're buying, you want to do that at a lower price. If you're selling, you want to do it at a higher price. You see what I'm saying, guys and gals? Yes. So anyway, this was your entry right in here somewhere. Not up here, but down here. And I like to see it prove itself too, you know what I mean? So I'll wait for a little bit. I'll probably get in close to the 250 level, right in here somewhere. See? Because I wanted to prove we're going north, right? So anyway, that's a good, what I just analyzed for you and said to you guys, trust me, that will help you in your trading, okay? First, you need to be on a smaller time frame. You know, it's up to you which time frame you want to trade on, but the higher you go, the less setups you will have, okay? And since the market is really moving, like, you know what I mean? It's like you can get in from the right spot. Like look at this move down here from top to bottom. Look, there's 504 points. 504 points, ladies and gents. This is the 1 minute time frame. I'm saying it again, just to repeat it, just so that you know. Okay? So anyway, and what I just said here about proving it, you know, proving that it's going to go up, and we always, all of us wait too long to enter the trade when we should have entered down here. We're entering up here. Some of us are entering like up here, almost at the top of the move. That's the wrong place to get in. The right place to get in is right up here. The right place to sell it is here. Remember I told you, you got to sell near the top or buy near the bottom for your trade setup to be valid. So it'll work for you, okay? So anyway, we came up here. We had, you know, we can still trade these lower close, buy it up, it goes. Lower close, buy it up, it goes if you want to, okay? So we had a high and a higher high. Come on. There we go, higher highs. And they line up perfectly right from the high of this OSMA indicator, believe it or not. And I'll prove that to you. Is there still a green line on here? I must have removed them. Let me show you. See? Right to the tip of the mountain top. See that? It lines up right here and right here. And see how this lines up. Come on. Down here, see? There it is right there. Ding, ding, ding. You'll be amazed, I tell you. You'll be amazed if you look for these just on the 1 minute time frame, how they line up with the OSMA at the very, you know, perfect point was that which is the high of the OSMA. These higher highs line up at these points. Don't ask me how it does it. It finds the top and the, you know, I don't know how I don't know how it does it. I'm just showing you. And believe me, I see it happen over and over and over again. I'm so sorry. I wake up these days, I'm all full of mucus. It's probably because I smoked cigarettes for 23 years. And not very proud to say that I've smoked pounds and pounds of oil made from marijuana. Yes, when I was young, very young, and weed too. Same thing. I never got into the hard drugs. No. I knew better. I knew I would be a goner. You know what I mean? So I never did cocaine and crack and meth and all that crap. That's real bad for you. So anyway, that's why I'm still hacking up. When I quit cigarettes, which was 25 years ago, I think it was now, after I quit, for 2 years, I hacked up and hacked up and hacked up tar and whatever from the cigarettes and everything, right? And for like 2 years, I kept hacking this stuff up, and then it finally got better. But I still have it today. See how bad smoking is? Oh my God, it's so bad. I can't even understand. Cigarettes and alcohol, they're poison. They're pure poison, both of them. It's like, if the government was on our side trying to help us, they would make those two things illegal. But no, they sell them and make money off of it. It's unreal. Anyway, so we had higher highs, lower high on the indicator, sell, and down we go. Okay. Now let's keep going. We're almost done. Oh, there's the green line right there. So we have a low and a lower low. This one did not go very far. And they can't always go where you want them to go. Right here. So where do you buy? You buy when the 5. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about this. It is what it is. Okay. So you would have got in here and up it went, but not too far. All right. It's just a little scalp. This is the 1 minute time frame. We're not looking for a 300 tick move. You know what I mean? We're not looking for that. So anyway, then we came down here, changed direction. If you wanted to sell because the 5 crossed below the 7, you could have, but there was no divergence here to enter short, to come down. Just like there was no divergence down here to buy long right here. But if you waited for the cross up, just like you waited for the cross down right here, you would have, got some ticks there. And then up here, we have a high and a higher high. But this has, because it went up so far so fast, this followed it, and there's no divergence up here at the top. Unless you really, really look for it. And yeah, we'll just move on to the next trade. And the next trade was right here. Let me show you. We have lower lows, okay, right there. And here's that teacup, that famous teacup, right there in the Osma. So you would have bought in here, and it didn't go very far. And once it came to these wicks, at least me anyway, I would be going, oh. If it would have came back down right here, I would have got out. I would have got the hell out, because I could see they would be selling off the wicks here. And that's exactly what they did. When price comes up to an important level, they'll sell. When price comes down to an important level, they'll buy. That's what they do over and over again. That's why you see double tops and lower lows, okay? So anyway, this trade, not so good. Then, if we took this and we flipped it down here like this, what do we have? Well, we have divergence. Come on, it always sticks there. And you would have bought right in here, not up here, not like proving it to you, or buy up here. You don't want to buy up here. The train left down here, okay, at the lower level. That's where the train went choo-choo, choo-choo, and went up. You don't buy up there. You already missed the move. The buy is down here, okay, right near the divergence. See? The lower lows. Yeah. So you would have bought in here. Okay, boom. And up it went on its merry way. And then what did we have up here? Look at this. See, just like this one, see it? We made a high retracement, higher high, right here. Made a high retracement and higher high. See that? Just like that. This is, did I remind you again? This is the 1 minute. 1 minute time frame, ladies and gentlemen. I'm showing you all the magnificence of this. See what is sold right in there? Then it would have been a winner. Down it went. See, it doesn't seem like a very big move. Look, it was 166 ticks that it came down. Okay, and now I gotta show you. I gotta remove all this stuff. Show you my hidden divergence trade setup. It's right here, from here to here. Okay. And from this big move down to right there. That is hidden divergence, ladies and gentlemen. And you would have got long right there. And look at it, look what it did. It rallied up. You wouldn't get long up here unless you wanted to trade this lower close, buy it, up it goes. Why can we only buy in here? Because the 5, oh, fuck. Pain in my palm of my hand still. It just gives these shooting pains like every once in a while. I think that's a sign of decaying nerves. That's what I read. Why people just get pains all the time? It's because their nerves are going bad. And I don't think it's anything we can do either. Okay, back to this now. So you would have bought in here, not up here. It's better to buy near, you know, the divergence. This is the divergence right here, see? And you would have bought in here, and up it went. So what did we have up here? Well, you know, we had a double top. Just like that. When you're looking to sell right in here. And down it came. And then it went up again and tried to get you to buy. See how they're tricking people up here? You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. They're full of tricks, these guys. And down it came again. And down it came again. Down, 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 down. So, if you had the, you know that your stop is always at the swing low or always at the swing high, right? So your stop loss was right there. So when it came back, when you got short somewhere in here and it came back up, it would have freaked you out a little bit because it would have made you think, oh, we're going to go back up. We're going to go higher. No, they sold it down. And then it came up again and went even higher. But it didn't go to your stop up here. Your stop is always at the swing high. Why? Because they don't usually go back there to get you. They don't. That's why I discovered this many years ago, where to put my stop loss. And every time I've ever explained this to you or showed this to you on the chart, I've always showed you and told you your stop goes at the swing high point when you're trying to sell the market down. And when you're trying to buy the market up, your stop loss goes at the swing low. The nearest swing low right here, that's where your stop would be. So you can see once you got in and the price was up here, it never came back to your stop. See? When you sold in here and it came up to here, went down, came up to here, but it never came to your stop. See what I mean? Yeah, like this is a trade where it would scare you. It would scare you out of the trade. But if you put your stop right there at the swing high, you would know you're okay. You see what I mean? Because eventually the market did go down. Okay? Yes. And then basically the end of the day happened. This is at 4 o'clock when the market closes, right here. So I hope you've learned from my experience about, that you can trade the 1 minute time frame. And yes, there is places that you put your stop, where I see over and over again watching these live streams, people don't, put their stop at the swing high or the swing low. And that's why the price comes back and gets their stop. So they're using some predetermined stop, say, a 20 tick or 30 tick or 40 tick stop, and it comes back and it gets you. Why does it come back? Because that's what they do all the time. Like, look at right here for an example, and then I'll finish the video. Not remove the video, finish the video. Look how many times it came back up, back down here. You see that? See right here? This was a real stop hunt here. They came back down here because they know there were stops down here. So they come after them. See right here? They came below this point, right down in here. They came after the stops. And it can happen. You can get caught in a double or triple where the price comes back, it stops you out. Comes back, stops you out. Sometimes you'll get caught in those. It's just the way it is. But hopefully you got in and you watched it, and make these new lower lows that you didn't get in yet. Or if you did get in, you got to have a big stop. But anyway, you can trade this much more efficiently on the 1 minute time frame. And if you put your stop at the swing high, when you're looking to sell, more than often than not, it's not going to come back and get your stop, because your stop is put in the correct place. Most people do not put them in the correct place. They're always putting in, most of them just use predetermined stops, and you can't use a predetermined stop because you need to know the market and read the market, the tape of the market as they call it, and that's why you need to put your stop down here at the swing low when you're looking to buy, and you need to put your stop up here when you're looking to sell to the downside. You see what I mean? And I'll show you that. I can show you that over and over, every place you got in. So if you sold it here, where'd you put the stop? You put it right there at the swing high. If you got in long here, where did you put the stop? You put it right at the swing low, just a tick below the swing low. That's all you need to do. And then you would have, you would have been safe. Once this line crossed up right here, you know the whole criteria of my setup, you would have got in here after the 5 crossed above the 7. You got in here after the 5 crossed below the 7. So when it crosses up, you can only buy. When the 5 crosses down, you can only sell. This is what keeps you into the winning trades right here, right now, because you're always putting your stop loss at the swing high or the swing low, okay? And it doesn't come after you because you correctly placed your stop in the right place at the right time. And it's just like when the price is coming down, you know, you're selling only because the 5 is below the 7. So you're waiting for a setup and then you get in the trade. You're waiting for another setup, you get in the trade. Although I don't recommend, selling way down there, but still, you see what I'm saying? If you do things, the market's dynamic. It's always moving. It's always changing. So you got to kind of adapt with it. You see what I'm saying? And that's why all these things, all these points that I'm pointing out to you right now work so freaking well, because you're selling when you're supposed to be selling. You're selling only when the 5 is below the 7 EMA. You're buying when the EMA is above the 7. You see what I mean? You're looking for the divergence trade within the area coming down or going up. When it's coming down, you know that you can only look for a sell setup, but you have to do it right here, right now, not way down here. You got to do it right up here near the divergence. Do you see all the points and the factors of what I'm saying? Because if you do and you follow this, you're going to win more often than not, because you're doing the right thing at the right time. You're buying in a downtrend when the 5's below, or you're selling when the 5's below the 7 and it's going down. This is why I can trade these markets, because I figured that out. Most people, what they'll do is, not most people, some people, they'll put a buy limit order way down here somewhere. Say they put it right here. Market's coming down. They go, oh, I'm going to catch this knife. I'm going to catch this knife down here. I'm going to buy right here. And they buy, which is against the 5 and the 7. Okay, they buy, and it keeps going down, and it keeps going down, and it keeps going down, and they lose. That's what they do. You got to do all the right things at the right time with the criteria of the setups that I show you. I show you everything on here now on this channel. I've showed you exactly where to put your stop, because it's dynamic and it's always moving. I showed you the entries, which are higher close, lower close entries, hook up and hook down setups. There's 4 setups right there. And then there's all the divergence setups. There's a lot of setups to trade on here, It's just, it is what it is. I first really studied hard the divergence and got to know those. And then I came up with my higher close and lower close, and then my hook up and my hook down. So there's like 10 different setup criterias you can choose from, but it's got to be the right one at the right time. You never want to sell near the bottom. You never want to buy near the top. If you do, you're going to get hurt. Okay? So anyway, I hammered this across now to you guys. I hope you listen to what I'm saying here. And if it's a little bit too much to, absorb, hey, save the video, play it again, and then again and again until you get it. That your stop losses always go at the swing high or the swing low. Okay? If you're going to look at that type of trade, if you're going to do the, lower close setups, or the higher close setups, you got to do it at the right time in the right context. And the right context is, I can only buy when the 5 is above the 7. That's the only time I can buy. I can only sell when the 5 is below the 7. I know it's some things to remember, but once you really What you need to do is you need to not even trade. Just stare at the market for a day or two. Watch every little move that the market makes all the way down. Okay? Watch every move. Watch the right here and the right now. And you'll see the setups as they happen in real time. Okay? You know that you can only sell here or sell here because the 5's below. You know you can only buy in here and buy in here because it's above. The 5 is above the 7. You can only buy then. See what I mean? All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and learned from what I'm explaining here of where to place your stops and when to sell and when to buy. Believe me, if you know when, it's a big difference if you know when to sell and you know when to buy. It's a big difference in your trading. All right. Thank you for listening and watching, and we'll be back at her tomorrow. Okay. I'll be doing the video again, showing you all the setups that just happened. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck and good trading, and Happy New Year's again.